All right. Shit, it's live. What's up, people? I'm streaming today because I have nothing better to do, and it's a fucking holiday weekend, and my camera just went fucking crazy. No worries. Anyway, what's up, Vegeta?
I'm tired. That's about it.
Yeah, I think we're all tired. Tired of life.
I'm enjoying watching the job market crumble because everybody's tired of working slave hours.
What? No, no. People are tired of working slave hours. Next thing you're gonna be saying is that, like, they tired of working, have getting paid slave wages.
Shit, man. It's crazy to me how we have people out here working their ass off for fucking ridiculous amounts of time and not getting paid enough to fucking just have basic amenities and then get told to work harder. That's crazy.
Oh, I thought you was describing my life story. Um,
You and
yeah,
every
no,
other millennial.
and it's gonna be worse for you guys.
Yep.
Oh God, I fucking hate it. This is like one of the reasons why this is one of the reasons why I'm trying to push this whole do YouTube and art type shit. And it's not proceeding like I want it to. And yeah, no. That existential dread is starting to be a fucking problem. Mm.
Yeah. Existential dread has been a thing for me for far longer than I wish it was.
Well, at least you didn't have like you're not in a dating market and dealing with so many women who are saying, "I want a man of God."
Bro, that's because I'm just not dealing with dating right now because I'm tired. It's too much.
Dude, I just want somebody consistently to touch my pee pee. Somebody that has breasts and a vagina. That's kind of what I want.
I mean, that would be nice, but I'd just prefer like, maybe like a week straight of dopamine. That'd be nice.
That would sound fine, but um, because of my work schedule, what is that old song? Fuck, you know the song. What is it? Is it called Saturday Love or some shit?
I have no fucking idea.
You because you the big music. They've like the chick comes in like Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday Love or some shit. I'm not gonna sing it
Sounds
because
more familiar, but
yeah, man. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, everybody in the chat? We just having a hangout here.
I'm also getting annoyed by the way that my camera's flipped. It's making me upset because it makes no sense.
Oh, so like I have that issue, especially when I'm streaming on because if you guys don't know, like I do stream on Twitch in the morning before work because that's a thing. Um, if you are in my Discord servers, and you want to hop in, the link is in the chat, in the stream chat. But um, basically, the camera being flipped is because so people will know which your right hand and which your left hand, and it's fucking confusing to you because, yeah, really, but I don't know. Uh, anyway, what's going on with your music, man?
Um, right now, still just right now, I'm trying to make sense out of a song I've been working on for over a year now. So
You're not Michelangelo. You're not motherfucking Leonardo. You can't be working on shit for years on end. That's not how this works.
feel like that's exactly how art works most of the time.
But why?
You know, it's just how it be. And in this specific circumstance, it's that I had when I first when I first started working on the song, I had a friend of mine who I asked to help me out. So I was sending him, just videos of me just playing through it, having them give me some commentary. And then I was at work one time and I, did it again, and I did something that I didn't expect. That was uh, very nice. But problem is that I was not skilled enough to interpret what I did. So now here I am, almost a year later, and I'm trying to make sense out of it. So
Hey, check this out. Um, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this up because, like, I've been trying to find a reason to play this game again. But yo, there we go.
what game is this?
Your favorite game. Your favorite game.
Okay, I see Spider-Man, but which
Ah,
one?
but which one?
I saw Insomniac, so it's got to be one. It's got to be one of the movie license one from back from the early 2000s. No,
No.
I'm wrong. No, I'm thinking of Activision. Damn, my brain's all over the place. Shit,
Oh shit.
good old Miles Morales.
You know what? Um, speaking of Miles Morales, you think they're going to introduce him into the new Spider-Man?
They already set it up because in Homecoming when they had what's his name, Donald Glover or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
his name is, when they had him play his uncle. So
but did you see the new trailer?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty nifty. Um, for me, we already knew. We saw, Alfred Molina was in there. We already know Andrew Garfield and fucking Tobey Maguire in there. So it's like whatever. But the part that surprised me was when I saw that pumpkin bomb and heard fucking Willem Dafoe fucking laughing in my ears, and I was like, oh shit.
They really doing it, huh? The way
Yeah,
they said it is going to be the same actor with different variations on the character.
that
So
works for me. You know, they don't have to hand us the same character. They'd be like, oh well, it's it's a different Spider-Man and a different Doc Ock and a different fucking Green Goblin. But but we know, the way that the Doc Ock in the fucking trailer, they got fucking Alfred Molina looking almost exactly the same, but he's got curly hair instead of straight hair, so he's different.
actually, just to address the chat, I haven't seen Candyman. I wasn't a big Candyman fan. I saw the first Candyman, and after that, I kind of lost my shit with trying to watch it. And Candyman two, I'm sorry, I did see Candyman two, and it wasn't good comparatively. But no, I didn't see Candyman. But just going back to the Spider-Man thing, um, I got a question because I watch me and my neighbor, we tend to watch shit and argue about shit. So we were watching the What If stories. Now, I showed him the Spider Man 2 trailer after we watched the most recent What If.
Hmm.
And
I'm I'm not sure what if thing you're talking about, but I'm just gonna play along.
so the what if Doctor Strange lost his hands instead of his heart? I'm lost his hearts instead of his
Oh, okay,
hands.
okay, you're talking about the What If TV show. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right, I got you.
Now, shit. Um, we we had the suspicions like, what if that motherfucker got out of that cocoon and they trying to incorporate some of those what ifs into the whole Spider-Man into the main Marvel universe.
Well, that's pretty much exactly what I thought. What watching all these what if episodes, like pretty much other than the fucking obviously other than T'Challa Star Lord because Chadwick Boseman is ripped. There's they can pretty much take any of these, well, any of the ones that would be thematically appropriate. I mean, I don't know how much they're gonna be able to get out of the universe where Loki fucking the universe where Ant-Man murdered everybody. I don't know how they could use that, but for the most part, these different universes, I could very easily see them popping those in somehow.
I as long as she's not Captain Britain, I could deal with Captain Carter.
Bro. All I know is I'm a little confused on America Chavez, and that's because my only understanding of her existence is that isn't she supposed to be in the future or something? What is she doing
Uh
in the modern
no,
time?
she's actually no, she you God, no, she's present. The only thing about it is I think you're thinking of um Danielle Cage because you got to remember they both like kind of a lighter skin complexion of like a darker skinned person. And Danny Cage, man, she a beast, man. But she's the future, and then that old man Logan timeline. But my thing is,
I don't like the way that they that the old man Logan story disrespected my intelligence by being like, all right, cool. So we went to this dark shit. And by the way, we're gonna just take this Logan, this one that's in here. We're just gonna snatch him out and put him in the current main timeline because we killed Wolverine. Lamau,
but
he's not dead. Gotcha again.
but see the thing about it is, what is okay? So I'm one of those people that's like, what's so cool about Wolverine?
I don't. I mean, like I guess, like it's like any other character. Like if he's written well, sure. But it's like, bro, what? He like you went through all this effort of finding a way to kill this man, and you brought him back in the same story, bro. You didn't, and you didn't. They didn't even try. They didn't even try anything clever. They're just like, hey, see this one in this story that everyone likes because of how dark and gritty it is. We're just gonna snap. We're not only are we going to just undo the consequences of his death, but we're gonna snatch him out of his universe where everything's sad and grim and put him in another universe where he could potentially have all the people he lost, I guess, except his family back. Yay, cool, I guess. Or just don't do that.
I mean, like it's comics, man. It's comics.
Well, there's a reason that I don't read too many comics. I'll just read ones that I've heard are good and move on with my life.
You know what? Just to address this, yeah, the game actually looks good. I think they did a better job, like with this game than with even though it's shorter than the original game. It's fuck. I'm trying to get a 60 hit combo,
You
and I
trying to
can
get an
get some of
achievement?
that by dodge. Yeah. Well, it's unlock. Ah, but fuck. All right,
I all right, so I still to this day am confused. Why does Miles Morales have electricity powers?
because it was a different type of spider.
Okay, I guess. You know them electricity spiders out here.
Look, I don't make any excuse for the shit. I just know it was a different type of spider.
Bro, that has the same energy of fucking Electro with the electric eels in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
And you know what? The Ultimate Universe is supposed to be more grounded. And I'm fucking up because I'm trying to stream, talk to you, and pay attention to chat. This is
Bro,
lovely. All right, there we go. Fuck, these people just piss me off. Anyway, but no, what's your favorite what if?
for me, my favorite one personally was was the Star Lord one, because the T'Challa Star Lord one, because out of all of them so far, it's the one that deviated the most. Because the first episode is pretty, it was, other than the ending, the final boss. For the most part, it was kind of just almost a 1-to-1 to Captain America with some slight variation, which was fine. And then the episode where Ant Man lost his shit, same thing. It was just different. It was just different scenes from the movies, but he murdered them, which was which I found it creative. But for as far as the way that episode was written, the fact that they really didn't give you anything to work off of to really solve the mystery on your own, until like the only hint they give you is like pretty much is just you instantly figure it out. I thought
Hmm.
that was kind of lame. And the Doctor Strange episode, I liked that one. I think that one's probably my second favorite, because I enjoyed how fucking weird it got. But for me, given that it's a what if thing, damn, it just got folded. Given that it's a what if thing, I'm kind of sitting here like, yeah, I want to see like a subtle change make massive rifts, not just things that are a little bit different.
So it wasn't in the episode, but they actually said what happened. If you look at the original, what if the Doctor Strange movie, she turned him down in the
Yep.
she turned him down, and so that's what happened. She wasn't supposed to be in the car. Now,
Yep.
my thing is, what would have totally finished this, would have totally fixed that problem, is if the motherfucker would have realized it's not her dying, it's the car accident. He needed to have the car accident, but because reasons.
Well, how the fuck's he supposed to know that? In his mind, it's the fact that she dies that makes him go through that whole thing, and not him losing something important to himself. He
Um,
doesn't
and and I don't want to say I'm giving away spoilers. I'm just saying. Yeah, shit. I probably should have said that.
yeah, but like the fucking Star Lord T'Challa episode, like I like because it was just like it started out, you know, obviously right where Guardians of the Galaxy started, and then by the end, and then for just pretty much from like what, like 30 seconds in forward, everything's completely different, and I enjoyed that because it made things less predictable, one, and two, it made it more believable that it's a what if story where something, especially in that one, something very significant is different, fucking instead of fucking Peter Quill, who's pretty much just your standard fucking dipshit. You have somebody with the mentality of a superhero in that same position.
I mean, like, I think I like if you go and read the comics, Star Lord is just way more interested in the comics.
I
But
think
yeah,
so.
he's a dipshit in fucking
And it's like I don't dislike the character of Star Lord in the MCU. Like, I think the fact that he is just a dipshit and just kind of a normal guy thrust into that situation makes it interesting, because everybody else, Tony Stark is the fucking, he's got the superhero mentality. Fucking Captain America's got the superhero mentality. A lot of these guys, they feel like they act like heroes because they know they're heroes. This guy's just an asshole who just kind of fucks with people. and that's perfectly fine, because not everybody in the MCU has to be a hero.
hmm
But I just like that things change, like the fucking the dumbass twist that that he fucking turned Thanos through a philosophical debate. And like, it's so dumb, but it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Why wouldn't he? I mean, we literally watched in the fucking in Infinity War, like pretty much every fight, he would stop and talk to people and actually let them respond. So I mean, you get the right person in front of him who says the right shit, maybe they'll change his mind, because he lets people talk.
it's just nobody had a good argument
Yeah, pretty much everybody else was like, You're bad," and then tried to fight him and got their ass beat.
I mean, like you can kind of see some of it with Strange and Stark, but I don't want to say because they're all three of them are just narcissists, but all three of them are just narcissists. It wasn't enough to change, but like they at least kept them talking. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the difference is is like is that like when he's talking to Doctor Strange is like, sounds a lot like genocide, and that's like, yeah, no shit, you don't. Well, actually, it's not. I don't actually. Funnily enough, I fucking got into a conversation with somebody where I realized that genocide actually isn't even the right word for it. It's actually more accurate to call what he does a holocaust.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But anyway, the point is, it's like they're just kind of like, what you're doing is fucked up. He's like, yeah, I know, but I'm doing it for the right reasons. And then it's like, well, yeah, you can't. It's like someone who thinks they're doing something fucked up for the right reasons isn't going to listen to you. They're not going to listen when you go, that's fucked up. But if somebody shows up is like, you try something else though, then they might go, oh fuck, you right.
I'm actually looking for something where it kind of ignores the combo. It ignores the hits, but I can't find it. I don't want to do the Spider Verse. It can't be this. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But yeah, point being, that's my favorite episode. Like mostly, it's just mostly because of how much it deviates and does its own thing. And if more episodes continue to do their own thing, then I will enjoy that. Like even the Doctor Strange one, like it kind of just glossed over all the shit that we already that was pretty much the same, and then moved forward from there. So I
I,
did so I did
I
like that pretty much most of the episode was something different.
I think my thing with the episode with Doctor Strange is it just ties into more of it gives it more it gives it opportunity to be something different. Cause like we've all seen the trailers. We know that it's gonna come to a head. We know first, if you know anything about Marvel comics and you know fucking who Uatu is, he got some shit that he's planning. Like I was just talking with somebody. I was like, yeah, Awatu is a motherfucker who, like, he has a we're not gonna do anything policy like any other watcher, but he's one of those motherfuckers like, oh yeah, um, I'm here to watch. Wait, you only show up when something big happened. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to interfere in or cause anybody to act different. But he
Yeah,
does that shit.
I love the way that just in general they're like, they're just like, the watch is supposed to watch. It's like, bro, every 5 minutes one of them just fucking does something to interact. That's bullshit. So,
Yeah.
bro, like the fucking like the whole fucking spin-off fucking Deadpool kills the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe fucking comic line. And it's like, bro, like in the second, like first Deadpool like kills his whole universe in that fucking comic, and then the next comic, immediately when the Deadpool versus Deadpool fucking battle begins, the one of the fucking Watchers gets involved immediately.
Shit, I thought she was gonna go to as soon as he kills the Marvel universe, Deadpool kills the DC universe.
That would be
Like,
hilarious. But I do love the concept that's like the main Deadpool from the first one, which I love that like that first Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe comic. Like it's very dark and it's very much not what you expect from Deadpool. And since he's typically goofy, like in that comic, he's very subdued and very fucking just unnerving, which I thought made it very interesting. But then just the next comic is like he starts a coalition of Deadpools from different universes where they just are fucking just obliterating all the fucking heroes and villains in their universes. And then just then one watcher who is a fan of Deadpool's was like, well, I got to do something about this. It's like, bro, what happened to the watch and not interfere policy? I thought that was a thing.
yeah,
It's like anytime anything fucking happens. Like, bro, if Tony Stark eats a peanut butter sandwich, a fucking watcher gets involved.
I know, like one of the things that always kind of got me is why was the Watchers always a better character than to me than the Guardians of the Universe from DC?
Because Marvel characters are built to be characters and not a fucking not an identityless fucking name.
Fuck.
Uh,
Oh shit. Oh.
bro, like, bro, like what? Like, honestly, like what's more interesting to like personally? It's like when I look at it, I'm like, what's more interesting? A fucking billionaire asshole who beats the fuck out of poor people, and fucking home and the fucking mentally fucking impaired because he's somehow solving crime, or the fucking or the billionaire guy who fucking has to deal with actual problems like alcoholism.
I mean, like you have a point here, and you know what? I know it sounds bad, but I don't like some of the revamps that they've done to characters. Like to me, old Miss Marvel was a lot better than
Than
current Miss
Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh, you mean the new holder of the title?
Yeah, no, okay. So, for
Or do you
example, I
like are
mean
you or,
Carol Danvers when she
okay
actually had more of a character flaw. Like,
so you're comparing her when she was Miss Marvel to her as Captain Marvel.
yes, like I'm okay. So we know there's some very bad stories that she was in, but just struggling with her powers and after what Rogue did to her and shit like that, that was actually decent to me. Like they shouldn't have had her like, kind of marry her rapist and shit like that, but like she was actually a character that dealt with shit. Like I like the fact that Marvel characters deal with shit and not just have to worry about, oh, Batman just don't eat cooch.
Like, that's so stupid, bro. You know Tony Stark eats pussy. Tony Stark fucking probably has pussy for breakfast. Like that, Batman's a fucking bitch. And honestly, that right there is like Batman was ruined for me when I found out Batman doesn't eat pussy. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah,
Like,
I bet you the Joker eats pussy.
oh god. I'm no comment, man. No comment.
Like,
I
and that's such a stupid fucking thing that only DC would fucking say. Like Marvel, if there was an insinuation that fucking any Marvel superhero was gonna eat some pussy, I bet you Marvel would be like, "Yup, and ate ass too."
okay. Wow. That was different. I I mean like in the Ultimate Universe, Tony Stark and Black Widow had a sex tape that they released. They got
Sounds
leaked.
about right. Bro, I remember literally seeing a fucking just out of context comic page. You got Tony Stark, fucking like She Hulk, and a whole bunch of other female superheroes all lying in bed, and the insinuation is that they just had a fucking orgy, and Batman's bitch ass can't eat pussy. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh no. So speaking of She-Hulk, did you know that she took on the unstoppable Juggernaut?
Isn't that something that like all Marvel strong characters have to do to just to like be considered even a strong character?
No, 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 no. She took him on and she wore his ass
Oh,
out.
oh, okay. So she rode the unstoppable Juggernaut. Okay.
Oh
See, this is
shit.
what I'm talking about. Like these feel like actual people. These superheroes are out here fucking.
Oh
Meanwhile,
wow.
Batman's over here like, sorry, I can't eat pussy. I am a fucking bitch. And you got fucking Juggernaut clapping She-Hulk's cheeks.
Oh, it
And
was a
fucking
time.
it's like it's like and it's such a small thing, but it's like these are fucking they feel like people with superpowers and people would bro, super if superheroes were real, they'd be having all kinds of funky superhero sex.
I mean, like it reminds me of the time that Tony Stark went to space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was flirting with the Gamora, and she was like, "Come on, bring it on," and she taught him that he wasn't up to the task.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for space coochie.
but it's like they seem like characters, man. Like even the whole like mental illness things that they deal with, it's never like, oh, I'm just,
That's
oh, it's just implied. Like no, like look at
per
some of the characters that you have with Marvel, like Doom. Doom is a
bro. Didn't
walking, huh?
bro? Didn't they literally in the earlier Spider-Man comics? Didn't they literally make it pretty clear that he was molested as a child?
I don't know Doom, but I know
No, the
that his.
Spider-Man. Did I forget to say the Spider-Man part? Yeah, that early on in the early on, and it could have, like, I'm pretty sure they made it very clear that Spider-Man was molested as a child, and and that shit is fucked up.
Wow, I didn't catch that one. I know they try to give Doc Ock
Like
kind
if
of
I
like.
if I remember if I remembered, it was like showing the page of, like, he was like helping like his old, like, this neighbor was like an old man out, and there's like, and he like it's insinuated that he touched him, and it's really fucked up.
See, I know there was always like I know Doc Ock had an abusive father. We know that Bruce Banner, of course, had a abusive father.
Yep.
Um, fucking Reed Richards, his father abandoned him. Of course, it was to go on some fucking like multiversal, universal hunt of other like Nathaniel Richards, but like it's always implied that like a lot of the people have daddy issues, but the daddy issues that they have kind of like turned them into just like not like they're not as broken as somebody could be, but they are broken.
You ever find it funny that it seems like it's more common fucking daddy issues in media, and but whenever and it's always like, someone's got depression or some kind of, reasonable response, like, but the second someone has fucking issues with their mother in media, it's like they're fucking basically insane.
Yeah, like that's something that I've never fucking understood. That's
It's like,
something that I've never
like
understood.
I am I'm pretty sure your average person whose mother was a fucking piece of shit winds up roughly the same as someone whose father was a piece of shit.
I mean, like in media, the only time I really see it is Avatar. Because we like spoilers if you haven't seen the what 20-year-old show. Um,
20.
Fire Lord Ozai was just an asshole,
Damn, that show came out in what, like 2007, 2008?
something like that.
Damn. Damn, it's like 13 years old. Fuck.
But Marvel kind of does just it does relationships with characters like they do it a lot better. But like I just don't fucking know what's up with DC. What's up, Boston? I just don't know what the fuck is up with DC. DC is just like they try to do paragons. This whole good, like I'm super good and I can't be corrupted, and that shit is just like
Listen,
it's one of those things that's like literally fucked up.
something I love about the MCU personally, because I've done the MCU marathon where I've gone through all the movies except for the Spider-Man, because they're not on Disney Plus. I think I was only able to watch one of them because one of them was on Amazon for free, Amazon Prime for free, quote unquote. But I went through all of them, and I was just fascinated by genuine character growth. Like, and my favorite example is definitely Thor, because like, everybody knows in the first Thor he's like, fucking boring, pretty fucking boring. Like, you know, yes, I need to be king. But there's, it's still clear that he's a fucking dumbass, but he's, trying to be the boring fucking leader type. Then he interacts with the Avengers, gets gets fucking smacked around a little bit, and fucking and then he sees these people around him, specifically Tony Stark, dealing with issues with humor, and then he goes through trauma in the next movie, and then the way he immediately deals with things is he just shrugs things off with humor, and that's what he learned when he was on Earth, and then he gets more jokey and tries to hide from his pain with jokes as he goes through more trauma.
And you know it's sad. It's like in the first movie, like you said, he was just a dumb fuck that's trying to live up to the expectations that a lot of people made of him, especially his father. And it's just like, dude, you can't be the idea that you think your father would actually want you to be. And Odin is literally saying like, you can't be the idea of what you think I want you to be. I just want you to be better than what you are now. And Thor 2, a lot is said about the villain. Yes, it
Yeah,
was fucked up. But
one of the most horrendous misuses of a great actor I've ever seen in my life. Like, how you grab David Tennant and then have him play like a boring fucking
that was
villain?
David Tennant.
Yeah, that was David Tennant under all that makeup.
Oh fuck. Oh wow. Wait, what? Oh shit, no. Okay, yeah, fuck. And the fact of the matter is, like, I get it. Like, one of the things that happens is Marvel has so many great stories to pull from. You could have done Moloch so much better. Even after the Thor movies came out, they had a good story where, like, he basically became like he became King Thor and shit like that. But this scene always fucks with me because, like, when did Miles Morales learn ASL?
Well, the thing with it, the thing with with language in general is that when you have somebody to talk to in it, you pick it up pretty fast. So I'm going to assume as someone who hasn't played the game, maybe he's known her for a while.
Well, she actually is in the opening scene. But yeah, no, it's like how much you want to bet some of that was because he wanted to try to talk to a chick.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's how it be.
Oh shit. Oh nah. But I'm not tripping about it. It's just like it's like my man's is like probably more than trilingual right now.
Bro, that's good. Now now he can get Latinas, he can get deaf girls, boring ass girls who can only speak English. Sounds pretty good to me.
Hey, I know some girls that only speak English.
Look, if a woman can't flirt with me in Spanish, I don't even know if I don't even know if it's worth my time.
Besides, hey Poppy.
Exactly. I need a bit more than that.
Oh shit. So anyway, no, like I hate to turn this into the all Marvel fuck DC hour, but um shit, did you ever watch any of the other series by Disney Plus?
Yeah, I've watched all of them so far.
What do you think their portrayal of the one at the end of time?
The one at the end of time. Oh, fucking that
Yeah, Kang the
the
Conqueror.
future
It's
Kang, huh?
it's just
Uh,
Kang.
I enjoyed the interpretation. Like for me, I'm sure this character probably exists in the comics, but I've never seen him before. But just seeing this kind of guy who's kind of goofy and awkward around people, kind of being an asshole, was I enjoyed it, and I found what's his name like what's the actor's name?
I have no idea. I just
S-
know he was in Lovecraft Country.
I think is it Michael something or
Go to
Jonathan?
sleep.
I don't remember, but I enjoyed I enjoyed him playing the character, and I'm personally curious how well he'll do when he has to be the villain. Because I heard back when they and for me because I heard back when they cast him as Kang, I was like, all right, cool, let's see what this guy's about, because I'm like, you know, I don't know this guy, but then I realized when he popped up Then when I saw his face in Loki, I was like, oh shit, there he is. It's him. Now I'm definitely confident in his abilities. And then I remembered that he was in that movie, The Five Bloods. He played the fucking weird right wing guy's son. And I'm like, you know what? I think this guy's a pretty damn good actor, and I feel like he could probably do it pretty well. And he
I mean,
seems
like,
to. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, I heard he did real well in Lovecraft Country. Unfortunately, I don't have HBO, so I didn't, I wasn't
I
able to
don't
get it.
I don't even know what Lovecraft Country is.
So it was around that thing where, you know how HBO was doing a lot of, oh shit, you saw me. Um,
Got shot in your ass.
you can't
So
see me no
HBO
more.
was doing a lot of.
They were doing a lot of, it was right around the time that they were doing a lot of diverse shows. In other words, like it was at the tail end of fuck, what is that show? Um, you know how they made The Watchmen with a heavily a heavily um a cast of heavily black characters.
Yeah, no, because I never watched it because I didn't have any interest in it.
But yeah, no, they were basically trying to diversify the amount of people that they have, and for some part it worked.
Yeah,
But
the only thing I know about that Watchmen TV show is that they had a fucking was it like a gang or a cult that was started based off the manifesto of fucking Rorschach, where they were a bunch of fucking weird right wing fuckwads, which is pretty much what you would expect from somebody following Rorschach.
I mean, like you got to remember, Rorschach was based off of the Question. Like people say, Batman, no, he was based off the Question, and the Question is arguably one of the most batshit fucking crazy motherfucker. Like when people look at the Watchmen like movie, they get shit wrong. So what happened? I forgot who they were originally owned by, but like people like the Blue Beetle, people like the Question, they are like original. They're characters that DC incorporated after they bought like somebody. I forgot who they bought. So yeah, the problem comes where it's just like all of those people in those movies were just fucked up. And DC, outside of, pissing off Alan Moore, they couldn't do shit with the character. So, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
mean, I've only ever seen Watchmen once, and I saw it with my adult eyes. So I was just sitting there, and so I was just sitting there, like, literally from the first thing Rorschach does, I'm like, okay, this guy's fucked up, and he's clearly not a hero.
but isn't it cool that he says what he wants to say and he's all edgy and mean and like that's yeah, no.
Yeah, cause he's a fucking asshole. Like he literally like the first like isn't like one of the first things he does is he fucking like finds a fucking a child murderer, and rather than bringing him to justice, fucking like feeds him to fucking dogs instead. It's like,
Okay.
bro, that is not okay. Like, bro, yeah, of course what he did was wrong, but all you did was just do another murder. You didn't solve anything.
Well, I like the speech at the end of it because basically he was saying like, "Oh, yeah, God didn't kill that little girl. God didn't feed her to the dogs. That motherfucking monster did. And if God had a problem with what happened anywhere in that night, he sure didn't speak up about it. I like that one because
A little,
somebody was trying to.
that does add a little bit of irony to the way that a bunch of right wing extremists canonically take his ideology. But you know,
He
it's
he
like
was. definitely a nihilist.
I do enjoy the way the actor portrayed him because it just made him it he made him just as fucking vile and unlikable as he should be.
But the thing about it is, Zack Snyder thought he was a hero in that movie. Zack Snyder thought he was a hero.
Well, then Zack Snyder's more incompetent than I thought because even thinking that he's the hero, still from the way he was portrayed in the movie, just looks like a fucking scumbag. There's really no heroes in that movie at all.
Oh fuck no. The
Like it,
closest thing you can say is Night Owl, but even he.
Night Owl's well, he didn't do shit. He's just a fuck up. So you've got Rorschach, who's a fucking scumbag. You've got fucking Ozymandias, who's literally about to do a fucking war crime. Then you've got fucking what's the lady who took on her mom's fucking superhero name? She was fucking just trying to get some fucking blue cock. Then you got then
Go
you
ahead.
got then you got fucking Night Owl, who's fucking trying to simp on her while she's trying to get fucking blue cock. And then you've got fucking Doctor Manhattan, who's literally because he's acquired godhood, just starting to not give a fuck about humanity, kind of, because he gets fucking thwarted because of the fact that he actually does care, but he still fucking obliterates a bunch of people. And then who else you got? Then you got that fucking weird fucking rapist guy with the mustache who got fucking murdered at the
The
beginning of the movie.
comedian.
Yeah, the
To
comedian. Yeah,
to
fuck
be
that guy,
fair, you do sound like Dr. Manhattan a lot, right?
bro. Doctor Manhattan is based, but he's not a hero. Damn, fucking folded again.
Hey, look,
Uh, Doctor Manhattan. What I love so much about Doctor Manhattan though is that he like they built up the whole time in that movie, and I feel like Zack Snyder did this by mistake because he's an incompetent dipshit. But anyway, that Doctor Manhattan he talks about how he feels fucking just numb to humanity, and then at the end has a fucking nervous breakdown and fucking closes himself off to fucking have a fucking panic attack because he thought he hurt somebody.
again, like I said, you sound like Dr. Manhattan a lot.
Bro, I will never say that I fucking like as much as I hate the species and I fucking want it to just fucking collapse into the ocean and turn to dust. I will never say that it doesn't bother me the way that people feel fucking pain all the time. But fucking Dr. Manhattan's like, "Pff, I don't care. I'm not human anymore. They're fucking smelly ass humans. This like you give that lady cancer. No.
No, wait. It wasn't that you gave. It wasn't that. It was wait. This person that helped you out when you first was fucked up. You gave cancer.
Yeah, and
Okay, that you can't say that to me. Okay, and then your friend that was there for you before you got turned into this, you gave cancer. But like no, that's not how this works. And then the woman you said you love, that you left because you found a newer model, you gave cancer.
I
Like
do I do love the subtext that she was fucking spiteful enough because he left her that she would actually pretend to have cancer just to hurt him. That's crazy.
you, you know the fucked up part about it is in a deleted scene, he vaporized everybody in that room. But they was like, that's too far.
That wouldn't make sense with you can't have him have a breakdown because he thinks he hurt people and then have him hurt people in response. That's completely counter to the character you literally would have just set up 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, no, like
That'd be like having fucking Darth Vader like fucking at the end of Revenge of the Sith fucking murder those kids and then fucking see some other children and go, "Aw."
see, I can play this game. I was just trying to be real stealthy, but I can play this motherfucking game.
I don't know. Looks like you keep getting folded to me.
The
Speaking of
okay,
getting folded,
you know what? Oh shit. Oh, oh god. So I'm gonna talk about something, and you give me your opinion about this shit, right?
Okay.
So, hey, Vegeta, did you know that I do art? I
Wow,
draw and
really?
shit.
Holy shit. Who would have
So
guessed?
one of the things that I do is I go, God damn, they just took off a shit ton of health.
Are you playing on
I
hardest
do.
difficulty right now?
I don't even know what difficulty I'm on. Game. Oh yeah, I am playing on the ultimate difficulty. That's what it is.
That explains why you keep getting fucking obliterated.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm playing on ultimate difficulty. But so I go to conventions, right?
Yep.
Now, one of the things about me going to conventions is there are very few that's in the Chicagoland area that have open things to artists, right?
Okay.
So this summer I went to one called Anime Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fucker who runs it, he has had some issues where he's been called out for doing predatory shit, and he has some accusations.
Oh boy.
So my thing is, I found out another convention that I was going to, he actually has a hand in. So what is somebody supposed to do? Either go to the convention and effectively put money in the pocket of somebody who has did some heinous shit, or stay in a fucking job where, spoiler alerts, put money in the hands of pockets of people that done some heinous shit.
Welcome to America. You don't. Your only option is to put money into the pockets of people who do heinous shit or ostracize yourself from society.
Trolley problem and all that other good shit, right?
Yeah,
Or variation at least.
except the difference is you either have you have one path where there's fucking thousands of bodies or another path where there's thousands of bodies. Also you don't get a fucking lever. You just have to hope that you're not on the track that gets hit.
I had to take out these snipers. That's my problem.
I've been waiting for you to realize that because they keep on fucking just slapping you on the side of the head anytime you do anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. That's not the fun part about it. Oh, they're sniping rockets. That's what it is.
He's dead.
Yeah, of course. Like, no, he's just knocked out.
Knocked out of life, maybe. Speaking of being knocked out of life, the fucking Arkham games. Bro, you should get bashed in the forehead with a fucking lead pipe.
Yeah, yeah, sure. All right, so I'm gonna actually take this a little bit less cinematic, and I'm gonna just start fucking them up. So, yeah, let's do this.
Personally, I
Uh,
just wouldn't have been folded like that.
no, it's really just me being an asshole and not doing this from Jump Street.
Remember that time that Spider-Man Homecoming just acknowledged the fact that outside of a city setting, Spider-Man's pretty much fucking useless?
Yeah,
Oh, imagine if fucking Peter Parker got bitten by a radioactive spider living in some fucking shithole like Ohio or something.
Oh shit, that's fucked up. Like
He needs to swing from shit.
my thing is like at least Spider Man, you know he's in New York.
Bro, what do you mean? You don't like Gotham City, New Jersey? Which fucking just exists, but never looks anything like New Jersey? It's just a place that DC made up, just an extension to New Jersey that just is there for some reason.
Like if Gotham is bad, Bloodhaven's supposed to be worse. So how fucked up is it if Gotham is in New Jersey? Where's
I do.
Bloodhaven is?
My favorite part about Gotham City is the fucking hilarious reality that there's a fucking company that makes billions of dollars just sitting there, not helping,
I mean, like
not dealing with any of the issues, anything that would actually cause the crime. They're just kind of like, eh.
Wayne Enterprises supposedly does, but
Bullshit. If they did, they'd actually deal with fucking poverty.
I mean, like it's like expecting rich people to actually try to fix the world, because even though we've been told that only rich people can fix the world, they're not really gonna do it. Shit. It's speaking of rich people. So would you be mad at like your favorite if your favorite socialist streamer actually got a $3 million house?
Well, given that I don't have a favorite socialist streamer, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't. I mean, I would be like, why the fuck are you wasting money on? Why are you wasting $3 million on something so fucking stupid? But I'd be like, all right, whatever. That if that's what you want to do, I
Three
guess
million dollar
make
house
your
in
three
West
million dollars.
Hollywood.
I would have just gotten a nice house for like a couple thousand and still had $3 million personally. But whatever.
West Hollywood.
I don't know. Maybe somewhere where there's literally nothing, like Wyoming or something, where no one would bother me.
So there was a streamer who's like the biggest socialist streamer on
Is it
YouTube called
Vosh by
Hassan.
any chance? Okay.
Huh?
I said it's Vosh. Like,
No, Hassan Piker. People was
rings a
literally
bell.
clown on this man for like, well, you got a $3 million house. Like, yeah, move my mother, my brother, and shit like into my house in West Hollywood. And his $3 million house,
Folded.
you know what? You think you can do better? Motherfucker, you think you can do better?
Probably. when I didn't get to finish fucking the first Spider-Man game, but I played it on my friend's fucking PS4 when it came out, and I got almost all the way through the game on the hardest difficulty. Then I had to go home. Shit. My favorite fucking suit in that game was the fucking Ghost Rider suit.
I actually, they released a new suit for this. That's the only reason I picked it back up.
I loved that they added the fucking Raimi suit in the first game.
Let's see. All right, you pick a suit.
What's that one second from the right?
This one.
Beautiful. All right,
We're gonna come back to that one.
what's the one on the bottom in that row?
This one.
Oof.
This is the Miles Morales 2020 suit. This is like from a suit cover.
uh, oh, it's literally a digital suit. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
you
Oh,
literally have programmable matter.
interesting. Uptown Pride suit. Seen that one, and that was the one his uncle gives him. The best one. Where's the Christmas suit at?
It's no Christmas suit.
That one
You
right
get
there.
the when actually you get this suit from this mission that I'm on.
Yo, it'd be funny to watch her put the fucking earmuffs on you while you're already wearing them.
All right, so I'm gonna be an asshole and do this.
I mean, exploit the way that the game gives you the most bullshit, overpowered ability of
Yeah,
invisibility.
of course.
I personally would have used the invisibility to take out the guys with rocket launchers.
Of course I can. But like what the fuck, man? Okay. Okay. Okay.
The way he was fucking just sitting on the ground after he got fucking obliterated.
All right. So we're not gonna fuck around anymore. I'm actually gonna be very methodical, but it's just gonna it I fucking hate methodical.
I love the way he just disrespected you like that.
All right, so let's do this. Go ahead, pay attention to it. Sit y'all asses down. Ooh, are we gonna get the third one? Are we gonna get the third one? Sit your asses down. Like I can like literally do this all day. As a matter of fact, this is how I basically stealth through the game because you know reasons. And just go and hide and shit. Like the stealth, like they really beefed up the stealth mechanic in this. They just made it completely broken.
And just being able to turn invisible just kind of changes the balance of the game a bit.
Yeah, of course. I can basically just stealth and nobody sees what I do.
So anyway, earlier I fucking mentioned the Arkham games where they're just like, hey, what if we just had Batman just beat the ever living shit out of someone with fucking wearing Kevlar armor and just did things like fucking dropping his fucking like 200-pound ass on someone's spine and then claiming that they're unconscious afterwards.
See, this shit is pretty easy to do. Just stealth out. Pop in.
He's
And look,
dead.
all I have to do is go back there. And they can't see me anymore.
That guy's fucking dead. You fucking smashed his fucking the back of his skull into a fucking shipping crate. He's dead.
And I do it again.
He's dead. You just severed his fucking spine.
And they can't see me anymore. One
Mm.
person may see where I'm at. And they can't see. They're all on alert. But watch.
Where'd he go?
Now it is funny when they start getting into the whole, where's he at? He's picking us off.
It's just that's every stealth game ever. Good old Skyrim when you fucking put an arrow in the back of somebody's head, and then they have the audacity to be like, must have been the wind,
Yeah, of course.
must have been nothing, must be in my imagination. Meanwhile, you put 6 arrows in them.
You know they get that shit from Thief, right? If you play the original Thief game before they try to make the dude like Ninja
Edgy.
Batman.
He's dead.
No, it's just a concussion.
Bro, first of all, the whiplash from fucking swinging him up like that and then just slamming him down would fucking obliterate his fucking spine. And then you fucking cracked his frontal lobe into a fucking light fixture.
No, it was only Gwen Stacy that died from like being violently whipped backwards.
Ah, yes, of course. Physics only work on women.
And see, I fucked up and they all spotted me and shit, right? Oops, where'd he go? Where'd he go? I think we scared him off. Yeah, you scared off Spider Man. And I just want to just like drop in the middle of them and just start fucking with them. But I'm not. I'm going to be a little bit more stealthy. Hey, check that out. I need all three of y'all to walk into the circle. Two is fine.
Oh, he's close enough, I guess.
Hey, hey, come check out your friend. Yeah, his head is in a. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I got something for you. Yeah, what was that? Come look. Come on. Come on. Come look. Oh, you too? It'll be sad, but they're out in the open. Yoink. Hey, you two, come back. Come back.
Dead.
I'm just saying, like, what do you expect?
Then you just
Oh,
got this guy.
oh.
I love how nobody heard that man's skull smash into a fucking and make a nice metal fucking clank.
Let's see how far we can lead them. I want, I want the big fat one. I want the big fat juicy one.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Of course. Come back. You would think that they would program AIs to look up, right?
Well, why would they do that?
Oh, I got an idea.
They actually did that in fucking Arkham Asylum, and sometimes you would just be hiding up somewhere, and one of them would look up like, "Oh shit, it's Batman!" I beat his ass. Have you ever seen that fucking that fucking meme about, about how pink kryptonite is a thing?
No, I haven't.
So, so you don't know about how there was one time that in a Supergirl comic, Superman was exposed to pink kryptonite, which made him gay.
Okay. Like, and
Yep. Upon exposure to pink kryptonite, Superman became gay, and
like
that.
people know he's not human, right?
But whose fucking idea was it to go? Yes, he's gonna see a fucking pink rock and be like, yep, dicks, man. Let's get it.
I
It's so stupid.
well, the conservatives think that you can catch the gays.
It was so fucking stupid. Like, there's just a panel of him like fucking flirting with fucking what's that fucking that dude's name? The one who hangs around with him and Lois. I don't know a lot about Superman.
Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy was a yeah because he was exposed to pink kryptonite. He was flirting with Homeboy.
Oh God. Oh God. That's got to be fucked up.
So what year do you think that comic came out?
Please don't tell me something stupid like in the 80s.
The 80s, huh? What if I told you it was about 2003?
Wait, what?
Yes, the comic book where Superman was exposed to pink kryptonite and turned gay came out in 2003.
Wait, wait.
Yep.
Huh? The fuck? That shit's not as stupid as this shit right here. Like, I press the button and the whole floor goes down.
I
But
think
at
this part.
least comic book, right?
I mean, it's feasible. I think the part that's a little more stupid is how he didn't close the door first. Yeah. So it is canon that pink kryptonite makes Kryptonians gay.
that that just doesn't. I like. Come on. At least when Marvel did they stupid shit, it was like in the late 80s, early 90s. But we're talking about 2003. I just I like how do you even do that? How do you, how do you even come up with that shit, man? Like
All right, yeah, I'll fucking even I'll even DM you the fucking panel so you can see it yourself.
no, just share the shit. Just share it.
All right, hold up. All right, I'm screen sharing the fucking the panel. Yep. Granted, every so often that there's some genuine weirdness. Fortunately, I'm the only one who seems to pick up on the subject. Then you got Lois Lane says, "You know, Superman's been acting awfully strange since being exposed to pink kryptonite. What do you think's wrong with him?" Super Lois, you don't want to know. Did I ever tell you how smashing you look in the bow ties, Jimmy? By the way, it's a fabulous window treatment you've put together. Superman's trying to clap Jimmy's cheeks.
I mean, like there have been some disturbing shit that you've seen in like Superman. Like they had a comic recently called Superman Red and Blue, right? Where um it was a explosion in like a Eastern European country, and it was in like he didn't. It wasn't enough kryptonite to kill him, but it was enough
To make him gay?
to make him weak, I would say. But like the people who basically had him tortured the shit out of him, and it was implied that they did all of the torturing that you can actually do to him because he wasn't exactly super, but he wasn't like they weren't killing him. But like that's some shit like PTSD shit. But like just to say, oh yeah, pink kryptonite. Why the fuck did it have to be pink? How come it couldn't just be baby blue kryptonite? Like the fuck? Had to be
because
pink.
because pink is the gay color. That's why. Don't you know? You put a man in a pink shirt and suddenly he likes the flavor of penis.
That's not how that works.
Well, clearly, according to DC logic, it is. Pink makes gay.
But these are also the same people that because they made assumptions that Cal Rayner was not exactly straight. That he was his weakness was wood. One of the Green Lanterns' weaknesses was wood. I I just can't really. I just don't understand that.
Honestly, at that point, you might as well be like his weakness is dicks. Just like have like, oh no, he's gone evil. We have to stop him. Oh no, cocks, my only weakness. And then you just fucking because at that point you might as well just go all the fucking way and just start shit posting. I fucking Meanwhile, I do love that DC just has like these fucking stupid ass panels that you can fucking laugh at. Meanwhile, Marvel's always like doing the breaking shit.
I mean, like Marvel has some questionable shit too, but it's just like it's never that.
Oh, it's they've never been like, this is Pink Hulk. Pink Hulk gets big and strong when he sees a big fat cock because he's gay.
I mean, like they've had some men who wanted to have Joe fix them, but that's a more of a challenge. That's not just like, oh yeah, he just turns pink.
It's like,
Like,
yep, you got Green Hulk. He's strong and gets stronger the angrier he gets. Joe Fixit, he's kind of an asshole. He's strong, but not as strong as the Hulk, and he's gray. Red Hulk, he fucking radiates gamma energy. Pink Hulk, he can suck penis from a mile away. Like that's the kind of energy DC has right now. Uh, like Marvel's just like, hey, this character's gay. All right, there you go, boom.
I know it was a lot of shit when they found out Iceman was gay because he had a girlfriend before, but it's like
Yes.
we don't know that gay people have had straight relationships before because reasons and all
Bro,
that other good shit.
a gay person has never been in the closet before, not even once.
Like the fuck?
Bro, we even know in this fucking world that there's some fucking straight people who are fucking who had a patch of their life where they didn't fully understand themselves and fucking wound up in relationships with people that they aren't attracted to. So why are we
Shit.
surprised that Iceman likes pee pee? Also, who cares? It's fiction.
Yeah, like I've never understood because like they had that thing where they found out that Tim Drake may like men, and it's like, how dare you?
So
Like
that's why he's always so pissed off.
it was like they've been making jokes about him, and Connor for like ever, but the fact that they said it once, oh, it's you're ruining the characters. Like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
you're not Batman. Like the fuck. That's what I don't get about some of these. Like these motherfuckers is like, you're ruining the character. Why are they ruining the character? You're making them gay. You're not that character, dude. You're not Tony Stark. You will never be a billionaire. You will never have any fucking talent. It's like the motherfuckers like the cornering. Like I literally want to ask them, like, do they think in anywhere possible? Do they think they will be these characters that they claim to identify with?
What I love is the fucking way that
There
these.
you go.
Oh, hey, it's all gone. You lost your hat and your scarf.
I love how she gives them the hat and the scarf, but she also like he also equips like hand warmers and all that other good shit.
Yep.
But no, it's just like these motherfuckers identify with this shit so much, and like I hate the fact that a lot of these motherfuckers who like you can tell the people who get outraged about the shit don't actually read the fucking comics and really probably don't even watch the movies.
A lot of the times it does seem that way, where they're just like me, 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 me. It's like, bro, do you even? And half the time they'll say shit where you're like, so you don't even know, you don't even give a fuck about this shit. You're just complaining just to complain. It's
Like,
like I know, like I've already mentioned before how I feel how I feel about fucking diversity shit, right? It's like I don't give a fuck. You can put out whatever kind of people in your shit you want, but please do not pull that bullshit where you advertise your fucking shittily made story under the guise of it's diverse, and then when I watch it, it's just poorly made, poorly written, and the only thing that you advertised off of was the diversity. And it's like, bro, how about you
like,
just make something good and have it be diverse?
like when they did with the whole safe space and snowflake bullshit. Marvel fucked up with that one,
Yeah, that
but
was fucking stupid.
out of the cringe shit that they do, they come around and make good motherfucking characters. Like, think about it. Marvel literally had like two of their most iconic motherfucking characters. One was Jewish, the other one was a cripple. And I don't mean to say it like that, but that's what they said. Like, he was in a wheelchair. Come on now. Why was he in a wheelchair? He just is. Okay. The fuck? And it's like they made them compelling characters. And they explain, like, hey, Xavier could probably use his legs, but he wouldn't be as strong mentally. Except for when they fucked it up in like the most recent you know, House of X. But even then, like, that's still fucking awesome. But I don't know.
Like, and
And
I'm when I was mentioning like that there's just, like I just mean in general. Like for example, remember when that Ghostbuster shit happened and like and it's like the whole advertisement like look it's the Ghostbusters but they're women and then the movie just wasn't good. Like that's I don't like it's like just make like go ahead make an all female Ghostbusters. Be my guest, but just make it good like anything else. Like don't and because often it gets co-opted with this thing where it's like this movie's pretty fucking bad. You just hate women. Nah. It's
yeah,
like you're gonna have people who are gonna like shit their pants because it's because women in my Ghostbusters. But then there's people who are like, this movie wasn't good, and then they just kind of advertised off, look, it's diverse. Like, yeah, but it was bad.
you know what I want to see them do, and this is the fucked up part about it. And I know this they haven't set the groundwork for it. So for a while, Marvel has actually done a series where it's just all women leads, heroes and villains, and I believe it's called the A Team. The only reason why that shit won't happen is because it's led by Sue Storm.
And she's not in the MCU yet.
Yes,
No,
but
it's like
like,
that's like a good example for me is Miss is Captain Marvel, where the all the advertisements had like those corny, typical fucking pop feminist fucking hero and stuff like that, where you just kind of cringe, and then you get to the movie, it's like just mediocre and kind of boring, and just like you could have that energy you put into being like, look, there's a woman lead, just like yeah, no shit, it's a woman lead, it's Captain Marvel, duh, and then it's like could you have put effort into maybe a better plot?
like,
Giving fucking Brie Larson some motivation because I know she's a good actor.
and the fucked up part about it is we used to know how to do that shit. You ever seen a movie called Salt
Maybe.
with Angelina Jolie?
Describe the movie.
All right, so it was a group of like Russian sleeper cell agents when they were kids, and they will either be adopted by or replace children of Americans.
No, I don't.
And all right, so spoilers for like a 7, 8, 10 year old movie. So and we just let this shit play in the background. Um, so the way it goes is she was the sleeper cell, like, and she got eventually like she was supposed to go to get into like the CIA, which she did. And she got married and she started to build a life. And then like her handler walks in, like, I wish to give up. And he was like, yeah, now it's time to act. And he looks at her and she was like, no, no, fuck. Because she actually loved her husband. And he basically outed her. And so she's running away and shit. They capture her husband, and because he's only supposed to be covered, they kill him. And she's like, "Oh, fuck that, no!" And she assassinates like the Russian president. Come to find out that like she didn't assassinate him; she injected him with poison at a strong enough dose to stop his heart. But it was like he's assassinated, and she goes and wipes everybody out. And it was just like that was a good movie. She had her motivation that she basically built her life. Other movies, I'm sure you've seen Atomic Blonde.
No.
Okay, all
Like
right, no,
I'm just like, as far as Captain Marvel, by the way, personally, like for me, I remember I like when I was a kid, there was a lot of Marvel cartoons that came out, right?
hmm
Several of which had different interpretations of Miss Marvel, and each one, she had a fucking personality.
yeah, of course,
She always was along the lines of kind of arrogant, fucking like sassy and fun, and kind of got on everybody's nerves in universe. You know, a personality. And then you got Captain Marvel in the MCU, where it's just kind of like, I'm
a good
here.
airman.
Yep, exactly. It's like I can fly ships really well, which doesn't matter because I can just fly with my body now.
No, when I mean like good airman, I mean like a good fucking soldier. That's it. Like the quintessential, I'm a soldier.
Yeah, and that's always boring. And it's like, bro, it's like, and they even spent points in the movie describing her as this like fun-loving, fucking interesting character. Like, bro, can she act like that? Like just once in the movie, please?
Yeah, that bar scene was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If
What
I
the
saw
bar
a
scene
chick
with
do
her
that
and Nick
shit,
Fury?
no, 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 the flashback one, when dude started shit and she whooped his ass.
Was
It's
there a
like
fight there? I thought she just like told him off. I don't,
I thought she whooped his ass, but like not like the flashback one where like he got up in her face and shit like that.
yeah,
I thought he
yeah.
whooped her ass.
I thought she just told him off and kept it moving. But that scene I was fine with because she actually had like some character, which like I don't blame Brie Larson at all. I kind of blame whoever decided. Like, wasn't the person who made that movie like a first time director or something?
So I think the woman who directed that ended up doing Wonder Woman 2.
And like Wonder Woman 1984,
Yeah,
another fucking boring mediocre film.
like even the first Wonder Woman, like that was fucking awesome. She
I'm
had
not a
character, but
I'm not a fan of the first Wonder Woman, and a lot of it has to do with with the villain. I just wasn't very interested the whole time, and then this villain showed up, and this is I've been harping a lot lately just on character design in general, and you do not put in front of me Ares, the fucking war god, and have this man. It's like, okay, fine. His disguise is like this unassuming fucking gentleman with a mustache. Fine, that's fine. But then from the transformed into this fucking beautifully crafted, very nice armor, and for it to melt away to show his face, and he's still got the same goofy looking fucking mustache? Are you fucking kidding me? And then to add more fuel to the fire, they show a flashback of him like dressed like Conan the Barbarian back in ancient times with long flowing locks, and he's jacked and he's a fucking and he's still got the same fucking mustache.
to be
Why?
fair, to be fair, hit the idea of what Ares was doing was awesome. It's like convinced him to start the war. I didn't convince him to start the war. That was awesome.
Look, the part of my brain that likes character design was offended by the existence of Ares in that movie. Like, bro, all they would have had to do was either, hey, when they filmed him for the fucking scenes in the armor and for the parts when he was fucking dressed up like Conan, just be like, all right, grow your beard out for like 2 weeks, or shit, put him in the makeup chair and put a prosthetic beard on around the mustache, and boom, he wouldn't look like a fucking dipshit.
Hey, speaking of Conan, because that's the second time you brought his ass up. How do you feel about Conan actually being in the Marvel continuity for good now?
That's a thing.
Yes, that's the thing.
I don't know because I just found out right now.
All right.
Is it
So
written well?
hold on. Let me go. I gotta go pee right quick. Keep everybody occupied right quick.
I just, I'll just be here vibing. Oh, fuck. Yep. Existence. I don't even know if anybody's there, but I'm here. I'm tired. Hmm. Ugh.
All right, I'm back. So um, you know about Venom, like in comic books and shit, right?
Say again?
You know about Venom in like the comic books, right?
I know last time you talked about it, it was this thing where he was like fighting some very supremely powerful being and he beat the fuck out of him and threw him off a building.
All right, cool. So the Clintar is the alien race that um the Venom belongs to, the symbiote belongs to, and basically the story picks up with Conan was he was brought to the future, ended up in the Pride Lands, and while he was Conan always trying to steal shit, um he runs into Wolverine, and what do you think Conan does when he runs into Wolverine?
Tries to beat his ass.
He sees him as a threat and he starts a fight, of course, because Conan and because Wolverine. So fast forward a few months and like you know the fucking um Cole the symbiote god happened shit, right?
Okay.
And because the mutants are on Krakoa, they are they abandoned like certain shit like the Hellfire Club. So Conan tries to steal some shit from the Hellfire Club. He gets a few people like Deadpool, just and like some other people. And Iceman shows up with a few mutants, right?
Okay.
To like no, this is even though we're in Krakoa, it's like stop stealing our shit. And like, you know, the King in Black happened. And so the symbiote started fighting shit. And because Conan is from an ancient time where there are gods and shit. You've played Conan Exile, so you know what the fuck deal is. Um, while they fighting the symbiotes, Conan is like literally like, "Hey, man of ice, you're a child of your mirror, like the ice giant." And this motherfucker literally says, like, "You're stronger than what you think you are. Like, go for it. Start killing these motherfuckers." And Oh, by the way, Conan has a symbiote axe from his
Of
adventures
course.
because symbiotes were on Earth for like thousands of years. But that's a different story. So
A symbiote axe. So it
yeah.
took over an axe for some reason. Because I guess inanimate objects
No,
are
the
just.
symbiote was trapped on Earth and the sorcerer was trying to like control it because he thought it was a demon. And Conan freed the symbiote. So it's one of those things like you helped me out so long ago, I recognize you. I'm gonna help you out now.
Alright,
So
fair enough.
Conan has a symbiote. So yeah, that was the thing. But when he was like, "You're a child of your mirror. You have the blood of the ice god in your veins," and then the panel changes. So you've played Conan Exiles with me. You know that
Yeah,
big ass. You know how you can summon a fucking avatar.
I guess.
So this motherfucking Iceman grows like 100 or so odd feet and literally starts ripping into symbiotes. It was like in the panel it says they said New York was the coldest place on earth ever because he's literally ripped. He turned into a giant and are ripping symbionts limb from limb like a fucking Yoden.
I feel like ripping symbiotes limb from limb feels a little pointless to me.
No, he freezes them and rips them limb from limb.
Alright, fair enough.
And then after it's over, he's like, "Hey, I want to speak Wolverine." And Logan comes up. He's like, "Yo, this is my shit now. I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be doing whatever the fuck I want to. Now, I'm only telling you this. I'm not asking you for this place. I'm telling you this is what's happening." And like Logan is like, "Fuck, we gonna have another one of these assholes here because he's fucking Conan and not that bitch shit that from that 2000s movie." And for whatever, Jason Momoa is a good actor. I'm not gonna say he's not, but that Conan was weak compared to Conan. You know what I mean? They may have had the same name, but somebody who's gonna say who's actually gonna make the prayer, Crumb, is gonna be two against many. And if you don't like it, if you don't answer my prayers, to hell with you. Like I don't see that from that early 2000s movie. Is it just me?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know that there was a Conan movie with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, it was a Conan movie with Jason Momoa. And it was just like this is like when they was like, "Oh, let's get him because he's big and strong, not because he can act."
Yep.
Because it was like right after he started in Game of Thrones.
Yep.
It was like, dude, just let him act. Like, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. Was just like, fuck. Like, I would go back and watch Conan the Barbarian again. Fuck, I will go back and watch Conan the animated series again. Yes, that was a thing. They actually had two fucking Conan the animated series show.
Of course, as one does.
I'm just saying, like, how many, how, like, shit, like, some of these shows was just like they transitioned from the toy commercials to the like actual good shit. Like, it's no reason RoboCop should have had an animated series. No reason whatsoever.
Yep.
Ooh, look, RoboCop.
It
Where
was
did he come from? The movie. Can
the
I watch
the
the movie? No.
the great irony of a movie fucking criticizing like the economic state of the U.S. being used to sell toys is hilarious.
Did you ever watch the new He-Man?
Nope.
What? You're telling me you didn't watch the new He-Man?
I don't watch a lot of things.
you know that like people had a bitch fit about it.
Why did He-Man like penis or something?
So they went with more of the character models from the early 2000s He-Man.
The only thing I know about He-Man is that I was shown the trailer for the new show, and I fucking saw I saw in it. I see fucking what's his name? What he's fucking his fucking alter ego? I don't remember.
Prince Adam.
What? Yeah, I see Prince Adam as this skinny kid, and then he transforms into He-Man and gets buff, and I'm like, well, that makes way more sense than this fucking buff dipshit who looks exactly like He-Man but pale, just being like, yes, I am not He-Man. It makes
Oh,
way more sense because nobody, yeah, because if He-Man just so happens to look like Prince Adam, but Prince Adam's a fucking skinny dude and He-Man's this fucking big ass buff dude, oh yeah, it's just a coincidence that they look alike. All right, whatever. But when they look exactly the same height and build, same dumbass haircut, I would be like, this is some fuckery going on over here.
He-Man. You know what like pisses me out? Because like my neighbor did say, he's like, Adam used to be buff. It's like that kind of ruins the whole thing about it.
Yeah, it makes him. It just feels stupid.
It's like they only did that for cheap animation budget.
Yeah, that has
Boom.
like it had the same energy as Superman taking off his glasses. It's like, oh shit, it's Superman. He puts it back. Oh, who the fuck is this loser?
Not only that, what was crazy about it is it's like the new He-Man. It was actually better than what people gave it credit for, but
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
just incomplete. It was incomplete, and dude knew it was gonna be incomplete. It's like it wasn't even He-Man. It's like, yeah, because if you give if it's a character that can win every battle by just merely existing,
that's lame.
but you know
That's
what it was. They
that's
thought
kind of
these motherfuckers thought they can be He-Man for some reason.
that's kind of why after Hulk fucking showed up and obliterated like everything in front of him in the Avengers, Thanos showed up and put the hands on the Hulk in like the first 5 minutes of fucking Infinity War. To fucking be like, nope, he can't beat everything. Fuck you. It's this like you can't like yeah. The reason He-Man always won and just kicked the shit out of Skeletor's bitch ass every fucking 2 minutes was because it was a dumbass fucking kid show from like the fucking 80s and 90s that it didn't even have writing. Let's be real. Every episode was Skeletor's got an evil plot. He-Man shows up. I have the power. Pew pew. I win. The end.
The sad part about it is the guy who wrote for He-Man actually wrote for Babylon 5. And he's actually a good writer, but they was like, we need to sell more toys.
Bro, personally, I have no investment in He-Man. I don't give a fuck about He-Man. He-Man is like one of the dumbest fucking bullshit cartoons I've ever witnessed in my fucking life. I'm talking about the fucking original one. So if they fucking completely changed everything about He-Man in this new cartoon, I don't give a fuck.
But
He-Man is
see,
bullshit.
they didn't change everything, and that's the fucked up part about it.
I fucking wish they would have just to fuck with any brain dead dipshit who thinks that He-Man is something fucking good, bro. I remember my own father when he fucking because I fucking at some point like when I was a teenager I started fucking clowning on fucking Skeletor and doing a fucking Skeletor impression, and my fucking father didn't actually believe me that Skeletor walked around talking like nah it's me. And and then he went back and like I think fucking they had it on Hulu or some shit, and he fucking watched it. And he fucking came over and was like, I can't fucking believe he actually fucking talked like that.
You know what the fucked up part about it is? Fucking Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was a better voice actor than he's ever done anything, any goddamn thing in acting. I know people want to bitch it. Oh, he's Luke Skywalker. Like, no, fuck that. Mark
Luke is
Hamill is the best motherfucking voice fucking actor that I can fucking think of.
he was an all right actor, but as a voice actor, I feel like he's especially because he's given free range to work more with his voice than with his body. He just goes in a way that seems more comfortable for him and always gives like a beautiful performance. Shit. I wonder how many people even fucking realize. Like, this man loves voice acting so much that fucking they got him to fucking voice Skips in regular show. A regular, like, character that was in every episode. And here's Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, playing a fucking sapient monkey man.
I mean, like, I like the thing about it is
And he
he's
was the best
so.
character in that fucking show.
I mean, like, yes, I didn't know regular show because I didn't watch regular show, but the fact that that motherfucker is so intimidating. Like, look at the Return of the Joker shit.
Yo,
Like,
that was the funny part about what you just said is Skips in in the show. Skips is he's literally like a buff ass ape man with skinny legs and he doesn't walk. He skips everywhere. And because he's voiced by Mark Hamill, he's like the most intimidating fucking character in the whole show, and it's great.
I mean, like, we're just not gonna talk about the Joker shit. Like,
You
of
know,
course we're not gonna talk about the
yeah,
Joker
that
shit,
one
but
goes without saying.
he actually played the Joker in DCUO. But
Yeah, sounds about right. Wasted
man,
wasted fucking potential given how fucking shitty that game is.
now I know people like, and like I loved him as Ozai even before, like, what was that episode 11 where he was just like, you would learn respect, and it's just like you just felt like he fucked up Zuko's face.
I fucking love the casting choice of having Mako and fucking Mark Hamill as the fucking two ends of that spectrum. Like Mako has like the most fucking pleasant fucking voice in all of voice acting, and then you've got Mark Hamill who's just can be the most aggressive and intimidating man out there on those battlegrounds of the fucking voice acting streets.
I, I I
All
just
also,
hate that one of Mako's last voice acting shit was TMNT.
yeah, that was rough.
I just eh,
That
eh.
was rough. And it wasn't even that it was bad, it was just so blatantly mediocre. And it makes it so it's almost worse than if it was bad. Cuz like like I wish I could say that TMNT was awful, but it's just so mediocre that it's just there's nothing noteworthy about it at all.
Except for like the additional lore that it actually did.
It wasn't good enough for me to remember any of the lore. And I literally and I fucking watched a video about the movie a few months ago where the person was talking about how it actually fucking extended the lore. And the fucking movie itself was so boring that I still forgot it again anyway.
I mean, like, okay, yeah,
Like
I get
I'd
that. I
fucking
give
rather
you that.
watch Captain Marvel again than watch that fucking dog shit. Captain Marvel was fucking boring. It was like it's not like it's not fucking like you do have fucking Samuel L. Jackson in there with his charisma, but he's not there for the whole movie.
In what?
That in Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that movie is mediocre as well, but it at least like I can remember the basic plot, and there was things about it that I at least was like, oh yeah, I like that. Like I enjoyed the way that they played on your expectations of the scroll, where we expect the scrolls are about to show up and fuck everything up. We're about to find out about how when we come back to the modern timeline, scrolls have like infiltrated everything. Nope, scrolls they're just vibing. They're not bothering anybody apparently, and I liked that twist.
But by then they had already talked about Secret Invasion.
Yep.
Now, you know what? That's one thing that always gets me about like Marvel and shit like that.
That when
Like,
they announce shit, it kind of kills some of the suspense in a lot of moments. Like how they announced Spider-Man Far From Home before Endgame came out. So we couldn't even hold, even though we knew they weren't gonna permanently kill the people who got snapped. We couldn't even just pretend that it was gonna be a thing because they just announced the fucking movie right after.
Yeah, but like, okay, so one of the things that like, okay, and like, damn, it's been 2 hours already. Fuck. One of the things that kind of kills me is like, if you astute enough, you can know, hey, Marvel, they have these characters. They're in these things called comic books that have vaguely close names. Let's see what happens.
Hmm.
Infinity War, that sounds like something close to the Infinity Gauntlet. What happened in it? Oh yeah, everybody came back in the end.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Anybody who knows how every Infinity War storyline goes, it's always Thanos wins, and then one way or another, they bring everybody back, and well, either they fucking find a way to beat Thanos and bring everybody back, or Thanos, after
Beats
having the
itself.
infinite knowledge, decides that he doesn't deserve to win, and then just undoes it.
Now, to be fair, that is what makes Marvel's movies so strong. It's the fact that they have such a library to pull from. You know what I mean?
Well, personally, I find I like when I can just sit down, and when I'm watching a movie, be so, not know where things are going. But at the same time, the fact that like I went into Endgame knowing I'm like, okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure like Loki permanently dead, fucking pretty much anybody who got killed in a way outside of the Infinity Gauntlet, they're gone. They're not coming back. And I was like, okay, I accept that. But I also know that everybody who got snapped, they're coming back. It's one way or another, they're coming back. And the fact that the movie was still enjoyable, despite the fact that I knew that that's how the movie was going to end, shows how good the movie is. Because if you can predict a movie and then it becomes boring, that's a bad movie. If you can predict where a movie is going to go, but the way they do it is still entertaining, then it's a good movie.
My daughter, at like fucking 6 years old, figured out how Winter Soldier was gonna happen.
But it seemed pretty obvious once he fucking felt his death. It's like, okay, well, see you later, Bucky.
No, with like even with the whole Nick Fury thing, like she was like, he's not really dead, is he?
Of
And
course
I'm
not.
like,
Especially
I'm
like that. Like that's literally how every other iteration I've seen of Captain America in cartoons when I was a kid. Fucking Bucky, quote unquote, dies. Quote
but
unquote dies.
no, you have to understand. This is like a 6 or 7 year old talking about when Nick Fury was supposed to get who's supposed to get killed.
Oh yeah, that too. When it's like Nick Fury's dead. It's like you're gonna kill off Samuel L. Jackson. I doubt it.
But she didn't know that shit. But the shit was like, and everybody knew.
Also,
Every,
every time you say that your daughter was 6 years old when Winter Soldier came out, makes me feel fucking old,
How do you think it makes me feel, motherfucker?
bro.
I'm like, and then it's like, at some point, I was like, I have to stop letting you watch TV with me because you're getting too smart for this shit.
Bro. Your daughter's what, 13, right?
She's 14.
Bro. She's as old now as I was when that movie came out.
That's
That's,
dude. I'm almost 40. How do you think I feel?
bro. That's like how the fucking yeah, bro. I did enjoy this fuck. You ever hear the fucking Mark Ruffalo tell the story about how when the first Avengers movie came out, his daughter was like 6 years old, so she sees him on the screen turn into the Hulk, and like she fucking became scared of him because she thought he would turn into the Hulk if he got mad.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. But you know what? That's what I like about a lot of the Marvel movies, right? These people actually like, and it was a fucking meme about that shit, right? There's like, how does a DC star prepare for a movie? You see them doing all intense workouts and shit like that. How does a Marvel star prepare for a movie? And you see Brie Larson reading a comic book.
Yeah. I find it even more fucked up personally that Brie Larson spent time researching the character she was gonna play for the writing to just betray her.
Again, and the fucked up part about it is, then they made Carol Danvers in the comic book closer to the fucking character in the movie.
No, no, do the opposite of that.
But that's like, okay, Civil War Two. Civil War Two. You know why that happened?
No,
Because they thought somebody can predict the future and they wanted to prevent crime instead of, like, it was literally the precog, like the report shit.
yeah,
And it was just like, even Tony Stark was like, nah, we can't do this shit. Like, we can't do this shit. Like, I know I was fucked up on the first Civil War, but to the point where you were like, yeah, we're gonna do pre-crime. Like, no, come on now. That's fucked up. That's why Civil War Two happened. And the fact that Captain America was like a Hydra agent at that time, and so he didn't do shit to stop it.
man, people lost their shit when Captain America was quote unquote a Hydra agent for like 2 minutes before the double twist that he was actually brainwashed.
Oh. Not only that, that they rewrote reality to make him good again, like comic books, right?
Yep.
Like, y'all know it's comic books, right? Like,
That's why personally I like the Elseworld stories so much because they tend to just kind of end and it's like, yep, that's it. All the consequences they're permanent, and now we're not touching this story anymore. Unless people really like it, then we're going to extend it and ruin all the consequences.
of course, fucking of course.
It's like for me personally, I actually liked the fucking the comics after Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, where you have this fucking essentially our Deadpool and like the whole Deadpool team, with like Zombie Pool and Girl Pool and Kid Pool, all of them going up against this fucking army of quote unquote evil Deadpools trying to exterminate the fucking multiverse. I found that comic hilarious and I enjoyed it.
Wait, there's an evil Deadpool? How fucked up is it? Are they just serious now?
Yes, actually, the main Deadpool that kid that was in the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one. Like that's what part of what made him so fucking uncanny is that he's just serious and he's just it just feels wrong because he still goes by the same logic of being cartoony, but he's just so fucking serious about everything.
Oh, so could he be
Like,
any more just fucking who the fuck is that? Who the fucking is he modeled after in DC?
fucking Slade Wilson, he's not that
Death
serious.
Strike. Okay,
Yeah, fucking Deathstroke. No, like for
Death Strike.
example, like when he goes to try and kill Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man, like he fucking tries to fight Spider-Man. Spider-Man drops him on a car and like fucking breaks his fucking jaw, right? Or and
Yeah.
he fucking so he stands up and in normal Deadpool fashion just fucking snaps his jaw back into place. And while Spider-Man's like giving a weird speech about Deadpool being a fucking weirdo, typically you'd think if Deadpool, like if normal Deadpool was trying to kill him, he'd probably talk shit, start swinging swords. He just fucking puts the barrel of a gun to his fucking chin and blows his fucking brains out and walks off.
Damn. It's like, you know what he was doing? You know what he's doing? He was monologuing.
Exactly. And then after that he did like because he's still Deadpool, so like he talks after he fucking blows his brains out, like talks shit about him monologuing as he's walking off. 'Cause, like the what started the comic off was like they don't explain how he gets fucking captured, but like the X-Men capture him and put him in a mental institution, and whatever fucking villain like tried to fucking brainwash him, but instead of because he's Deadpool, instead of brainwashing him, he fucking like in trying to brainwash him, he got rid of the two voices in his head. But what happened was those two got they died. His other voices died, but then a third voice came in that fucking was really fucking creepy and weird and was compelling him to just like compelling him to be like, yo, this whole fucked up comic book game we're in is really fucked, and we're ending it. It's gone. We're stopping it now. And he just goes on a fucking rampage.
So in other words, it's that whole thing about sometimes you don't want to heal people with schizophrenic tendencies because some of the voices are their friends.
Exactly. So yeah, the new voice. So the new voice starts telling him to kill people. So he turns to the doctor that fucking tried to take over his mind, fucking murders him, and he just goes off, blows Spider Man's brains out. Fucking the way he killed the Avengers was so creative. He fucking what he did was he shows up, blows the fucking building up to kill it, to kill all the to kill like Tony Stark and shit. Luke Cage, he fucking kills Hank Pym just because he's a normal ass dude. Takes his Pym particles, puts tiny bombs in Luke Cage's coffee, and then he fucking blows him up from the inside. Then when Thor throws Mjolnir at him, he dodges it, hits it with Pym particles so that becomes massive and fucking crushes Thor to death on return.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wow, that was creative.
Yeah, so he fucking obliterates the Avengers. Then the way he kills the Hulk, like he's like, all right, time to get the Hulk. The fucking next frame, Hulk's ripping his limbs off, of course, and then he puts himself back together, finds Bruce Banner fucking sleeping in a cave, and fucking chops his head off, and keeps it moving.
He just kills him while he sleeps.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just chops his head off while he's fucking Bruce Banner. He's like, all right, you're dead. Moving on. Fucking he actually like remember what you were talking about how you don't understand why people like Wolverine so much.
yeah.
He actually the way he kills Wolverine is like he fucking goes on a rant about how his superpower isn't that he has regeneration. His superpower is that he has popularity, so they'll never kill him. And he fucking takes I forget what the fucking material is because I'd only seen it in that
Carbonadium.
comic. Yeah, whatever one fucking stops healing factors. He fucking decapitates him, impales him, and fucking puts his head on top so that he won't come back. And he fucked the X-Men up. They don't even fucking I don't even they don't even describe how he kills the thing when he goes with the Fantastic Four. They just show fucking the fucking that part of the comic just starts with fucking just orange dust filling the building.
Like Cheeto was.
And then that's he turned like you just see orange dust. Read whatever he did to Reed Richards, like his powers, like he can't control his powers anymore, and he just fucking melts and dies.
You know
Fucking
what?
like
You
he
you
just
talk
fucked everybody up.
you talking about how people fuck up like different people at X Men. Did you see that the interaction that World War Hawk did with
Oh yeah, I fucking love that comic.
like
The way he made them fucking battle each other.
whoa no, I'm just talking about like some of the shit that he did like
Oh,
with
I love what he
Black
did with
Bolt.
Doctor. Yeah, where he's fucking is like, yeah, he's like, scream at me, bitch, and then he fucking screams at him at the top of his lungs, is like, that wasn't shit, and then beats the fuck out of him.
And no, he didn't. They didn't even show the beating. They just like pieces of the moon had flown off. And next panel, he's holding up Black Bolt. He's like, "See this man? You see this man?"
Whose
Like,
man's is this? I love the way that fucking Doctor Strange thought he could just show. I fucking love that where they're like, he's so pissed. Like they didn't just piss off though. They pissed off Bruce Banner and they've joined forces. So he gets in his mind and he's like, Bruce, we need to stop this. And then looks at him, turns into the Hulk in his mind and crushes his
he's
fucking
like,
hands.
he was like, "Why would I stop it? You killed my woman." Like, oh, what he did. Oh, what he did with like the Juggernaut thing was creative. The Juggernaut thing
I
was
forgot
very
how he took
creative.
out the Juggernaut.
So he was like, "Oh, so Kane comes in. He's like, he's only like 25% power. He was like, what do you really want to do? It's like, I want to show that the Juggernaut can beat Hulk. So he powers up to his like second most powerful form. And the Hulk just, all right, come on, big boy. He charges at his ass. And he just dodges and gives him a bigger pat on the back. He's like, well, Juggernaut won't be here for a while. wait. So Darwin was there, the mutant that basically is immortal.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna evolve to like make sure that like we beat the Hulk, right?
Yeah, Darwin, the one who was the most misused character in all of the X-Men series, where they literally
We're not gonna talk about that.
where they took a character who his little powers that he adapts to things so he doesn't die, and then he just doesn't adapt to something and dies.
You know what? He like adapted the shit to like suck off the Hulk's radiation. So his body was like, what we're gonna adapt you to survive this shit? Bam! You can teleport. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's right, because he can't control how his body adapts, so it could be anything just to save him.
And poor Colossus, poor Colossus. I think he wasn't the most hurt out of this situation, but he was the most bitch made out of the situation.
Bro, I fucking love the way I'd say that's something I love about the Hulk is he's literally the most unga bunga of all superheroes, because he literally is just like, I'm gonna just hit it really hard, and the fact that they just have a comic where he just becomes so strong that he just beats the fuck out of everybody, and there's nothing they can do about it. You got fucking wizards trying to stop him. No, unga bunga, broke your hands. Nice try, bitch. I got technology. Fuck you. Smashed. Well, oh yeah, I'm strong too. Shut your bitch ass up. Smashed. Like, and I love how that comic it puts into perspective. It's like, yeah, Hulk's power is strong. Well, his main power is strong, but apparently you just, by Marvel logic, you just get so strong that every other superpower is nullified.
What did he get? So he got so strong once he punched through dimensions.
Yeah, that's the thing. He just because why not? Fuck it.
Because reasons. Oh, imagine if Hulk was a Karen. Oh shit. Oh shit.
It's funny because out of context, it's like, damn, that's ridiculous. But it's like the way the fucking Marvel comics works, like, bro, that every fucking hero just gets so ridiculously powerful beyond what would ever make sense. It's like, yeah, whatever. Like fucking Tony Stark having the fucking basically god armor shit that he can just fucking summon out of his fucking skin.
Yeah, no. Not only did he have the extremist armor, that he had biosynth armor where basically it was symbiotes. Like he's just like, oh yeah, I have symbiont armor. That's it.
Yeah, then you got fucking Venom going up against gods. You got fucking Hulk punching through dimensions and holding tectonic plates together. After he already demonstrated that without being that strong, he could just fucking body the entire fucking Marvel universe with just his hands.
Well, just going back against Venom. Like even in the comics, they was like, what the fuck has happened? When he beat the King in Black, where he literally took Mjolnir and the Silver Surfer's board, merged their ass together, turned to this big ass battle axe in the shape of a spider symbol, and went after fucking no. And
Bro.
everybody was like, did we just see what we thought we saw?
Yeah, what I just randomly thought about Marvel Zombies, and you know, and it's something about Marvel Zombies that I thought about that has bothered me since I read that comic, and it is the Hulk, because the rule with the Marvel Zombies is that you're basically immortal, but you can't regenerate any damage you take once you're a zombie. And then there's the Hulk, where his power is basically hyper regeneration to become big. So how the fuck did his powers even work? Because they show him turn back into Banner as a zombie and then turn into the Hulk.
right. I think for some reason they remove him because you never see him outside of that. Like even in the stories where the zombies are featured, you never see you know zombie Hulk. And I know it's so it's two different versions. It's the Marvel zombies and it's the Cancerverse. So they have the Cancerverse where like Death. I know it sounds redundant, but Lady Death dies
Damn.
and nobody's able to die
And
after that.
Thanos still didn't get any pussy.
I know, right? Like how do, like I hate to say it like this, but like fuck, like how is it that a man with a scrotum for a face literally fucking like fucks your girl? You so pissed that you instead of killing this motherfucker, you curse him with immortality.
Yeah, Thanos and Deadpool demonstrate something that I say all the time, bro. When you got confidence, that's all that matters. Thanos is this fucking glistening, fucking like 8 foot Giga Chad. He's got the strong jawline, the big muscles, but he can't get the girl. And then you got Deadpool, who's so the size of a normal person, ugly, but you know what? He's charming and he's got confidence, and he's able to clap death's cheeks.
Not only that, like he didn't had some women that were basically queens of hell or hell dimensions.
What
That like
I think my favorite part about Deadpool personally is that he's not a powerful character at all. He's 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 probably one of the weakest characters in the Marvel universe, but he gets into the most fucking beautiful creative hijinks possible
because his
because we
power is bullshit.
his power is that he's fucking annoying.
No, I mean like literally his power is bullshit.
His power
It's
is
some bullshit.
his
Like
power
yeah,
is he's a cartoon in a comic book.
I think that's the reason why Gwenpool didn't work because it was just too on the nose.
Well, the issue is there should never be more than one Deadpool. Like, and I know that there's like multiverse. Obviously, there's multiple Deadpools, but you know what I mean. There's you
Yeah,
having a different character that is trying to be Deadpool. It's unnecessary because that the whole idea is there's just one Deadpool. This one character who's so bafflingly ridiculous and self-aware that he contrasts all these superheroes who, for all intents and purposes, are serious as far as the universe is concerned.
but
They take it all seriously. They think this is the real world. He's there to take the piss out of it. Having
but
two characters like that is seems redundant.
see they try to do that shit because of like okay, so in DC they have Mixopolitics and Batmite.
Don't forget Larry,
What do you mean, Larry?
Batmite, and Larry.
Who the
Like
fuck is Larry?
he's the fucking whatever that race is version of Robin. So it's Batmite
Oh,
and Larry.
oh God. They like yeah. See, you see what I mean? You can't have like two bullshit characters. Like, and
Yeah, the
now
more
that's a third.
yeah, because the one bullshit character, and like because even because like there's like for example when you had the Deadpool fucking did the fucking Deadpool when Deadpool fucking goes to fight the one who was trying to fucking obliterate the multiverse, right? The main Deadpool that we were following was based the normal Deadpool, and he is Deadpool, right?
Mhm.
He's a dipshit. He's fucking makes dumbass jokes. And he's never serious. They killed off. They fucking. I think they fucking killed off Zombie Pool because they killed off Zombie Pool. Fucking Kid Pool got fucking obliterated. Dog Pool got obliterated, and fucking Girl Pool isn't as ridiculous as the fucking standard Deadpool. And they didn't have all like the enemy Deadpools obviously had like side gags, but they didn't have them be as ridiculous as standard Deadpool. They
They
were the enemies, so
they
they
didn't
were
have them
taking
as characters.
Yeah, they weren't treated as much as jokes. They were enemies. And especially the main one, he's the serious fucking Deadpool. Because having too much bullshit going on kind of defeats the point of having a bullshit character that contrasts everything. Then it's just all bullshit. He's like Bugs Bunny, but if yeah, pretty much Deadpool is Bugs Bunny, but if everybody actually was able to just beat the shit out of him, and then that still didn't do anything because he can just get back up.
I I I don't know. I just can't. I just like and but then too like I'm somebody who I realize you can only take characters like that in short bursts, intense bursts, but short bursts. Because after a while, like that, like bullshit runs out, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta take a break.
Like that's why I didn't like that Deadpool holiday movie. Like, what did they do different from Deadpool two? Well,
I didn't watch it because I was like, what's the point of having Deadpool 2 but censored? That's fucking stupid. Like
yeah, no,
that's part of what made Deadpool so fucking lame in X-Men Origins was that he was fucking censored.
the people who wrote Deadpool two didn't know what fridging was.
Fridging.
Okay, so back in the '80s, right?
Oh yeah,
There,
when they fucking kill off a female character to give motivation to the main character. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, what do you mean fridging? It's like that was just fridging, dog. It's like that, and actually they make like in the end, like Ryan Reynolds makes jokes about the shit, but just because you highlight a fucking problem doesn't mean it is an excuse for it.
Yeah, but the I liked the Deadpool movies, but you know what the big issue was with the Deadpool movies?
What
There was not enough serious characters for him to bounce off of.
was it you who I was talking to that would have loved to see Chris Evans in who was taking when he was doing tryouts?
I don't know.
So okay, so remember how he was doing tryouts for his superhero team?
So okay,
Imagine Chris
yeah.
Evans would have walked in
Oh, I would have loved that. That would have been fucking hilarious.
and it was like, and you would have thinking like, oh yeah, hey, he's about to say a stupid Captain America joke, and instead of saying a Captain America joke, he says, "Not you, Johnny Storm."
That would have been fucking great.
That would have been awesome. That would have been fucking awesome.
I would have loved that. See that that's a, see that's but that's another fun thing about Deadpool is that they can fucking like now that Deadpool is a part of the fucking MCU officially and they have the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Bro, you know how many fucking jokes they can make about the fuck ups that Fox and Sony made?
I mean, like, of course.
Also, the fact that Disney is going to allow Deadpool 3 to be rated R is going to open up a very nice door for the MCU, by the way.
I mean, like, should they really mess with the formula?
They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. That's what works. And the thing is, if they have one rated R character in the MCU, that leaves room for so many other rated R characters in the MCU, like Punisher, fucking Blade, fucking pretty much any character that you kind of need that fucking visceral gore for can just exist the way that they should instead of being fucking toned down.
I mean, like, do we like what does Blade need to be? Why does he need to be rated R?
Because of vampires, bro. There's fucking vampires. You can't have blood sucking fucks going around and have it be PG-13.
The original one was PG-13.
And the original one is fucking lame.
No, the original one was fine. You're thinking Blade 3.
That keyboard looks way more real than it should.
Oh shit. Oh god, what time is it? Oh
It's
shit.
8:50 for you, I guess, right?
Yeah, no. Like, oh shit. This wasn't supposed to be a long stream, motherfucker. Um, I
Bro,
guess we're gonna call it a day.
look, I'm but
Um,
Yeah, you definitely agree that Punisher. Come on, you gotta have rated R Punisher. He's Punisher. He
I mean,
just fucking brutally murders people. That's his whole thing.
like it's never clear. Did she just stab him in the face?
That's pretty fucked up. I am kind of bothered by the way her hood covers her head because clearly it was shown that clearly she had a like a big ass fucking fro ponytail going on the back of her head, and it just disappeared when she put her hood on. Yeah,
Now, but like even like what's the I guess the I'm when I think rated R, I think like titties. Like I that's what I think. Like
unfortunately, that is how it is. Cause there's definitely been PG-13 movies where it's like some brutal fucking shit. It's like, no titties, so I guess it's okay.
I'm like, look at the Logan movie. He said fuck a couple of times, and like in the first 5 minutes, titties. Um, I wonder if I can find that on Disney Plus
I know they definitely had some of the X-Men movies on there. I don't know if they have the rated R ones up.
because it was rated R. Like,
Yeah. Also Logan was great.
what are you wearing?
A scarf.
I have to tell you something. I love how the hat is still on the mask.
I appreciate that added detail.
Oh god. Like I was talking, I was on it's this fucking dude I follow on game, and he was like they was talking about Horizon Forbidden West, and they was talking about how Sony like fucked up about the pricing where they were gonna force you to buy the fucking deluxe pack in order to get the PS4 game and PS5 game. And I'm like, yeah, that's not my problem. It's the fact that all these gaming companies, I hate the whole breaking games up in order to sell the shit for like specials or deluxe editions.
Yeah,
And this motherfucker,
people have been talking about that's bullshit for like the past fucking 10 years.
one of these motherfuckers actually said, "How do you know that they broke the game up in order to sell the extra?" Like,
When they
because it's
literally have day one DLC.
yeah, he's like, but you don't know they did that. Wouldn't you want to get paid for the work that you do? And I wanted to ask these motherfuckers, like, okay, we're gonna start paying developers for the tasks that they do. I would rather switch to that than the shit that they go to. Like, I hate this crunch. I hate this fucking like I hate that motherfuckers think crunch is okay because they get a game out of it. And these motherfuckers like, I don't even care because I got a PS5, and if you don't, you should just buy one. I'm like,
Uh, Personally, I'm just over here like, man, fuck you. Just give me the full fucking game. And and I'm also over here like, bro, crunch is bullshit. Just fucking let them finish the game and then release it. How about that?
the thing about it is with like, and this is the thing that's fucked up. The fact is that they trying to push out so many games at once and one time. Motherfuckers hardly finish games now. But you so worried about this game, you worried about that game. Motherfuckers, some of us don't have cash to throw around like that. We we're adults and we have to do shit like, I don't know, work and raise families and shit. But you know, his phrase was, "I'm a Republican when it comes to gaming." But y'all motherfuckers who bitch about Microsoft, like these are the people who complain about Microsoft fucking up with their customers, which rightly so. Microsoft fucks with their customers and it just expects them to eat shit.
You know, it's the most agreed one of the most egregious and one of the first examples I've ever seen of ripping off the customers by just blocking off content in the game and then selling it as DLC later was
Capcom.
Marvel was fucking not Mar- was fucking was Street Fighter X Tekken. because
Yeah,
that
that was Capcom did that shit before. They had did that shit before. So they weren't the first. That wasn't the first time that they did that shit.
but
But
for me
Capcom had did this shit
that,
before.
that was the first I'd ever seen and the most egregious because obviously it's a fighting game and they literally took like fucking six characters out just that were there the characters are on the disc.
On this DLC. Yeah.
They're on the disc, but you have to pay to unlock them. You even fight them in like the arcade mode and shit. And this is like right day one, but you have to pay to play the characters. And they had costume. They had a bunch of you only get the default costumes for all the characters, but there was a bunch of other costumes again on the disc that you had to pay for. And even more egregious, you could palette swap the costumes, but you had to give them money to buy the colors.
What the? Oh, oh, fuck no. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry. Like
So you
anybody that feels that shit is just like,
so you pay $60 for a fighting game. They don't give you all the characters, make you pay. They put a customization system in the game where you have to pay for the costumes, where again, these fucking costumes are on the disc, but you have to pay for them. And then the colors, to get more than like 4 or 5 colors, you have to pay for extra colors.
so I don't know if you heard of a YouTube called Jim Sterling.
I've heard of them that still never watched any of their videos.
I would encourage you to watch their videos because like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
the reason I've
they
heard so much about them is because fucking it's a very common thing for Angry Joe to be like to like, when he's doing a review, especially like usually typically a negative review where he'll be like Jim Sterling also did a video about this. It's pretty good. Why don't you go watch it?
so the thing about it is they were at like almost a million subs, but they came out as trans. Not the
And then
full
they
like
dropped
yeah.
down to 4 subs.
And it's just like, well, no, we don't like it because you keep complaining about capitalism in video games. But I was doing that shit for like the last 10 years of my career. I don't know, it's just getting stale. You guys laughed about the fact that somebody literally tried to sue me for $10 million with some fucked up ass numbers because of course the numbers equaled up to more than $10 million. And this is I'm just getting stale with the shit. Like, of course not. You fucking Gamergate motherfuckers.
I'm just over here like I don't care. It's like if I enjoy somebody's content, I don't think them suddenly fucking deciding to disclose the fact that they are fucking LGBT fucking matters at all.
Wait, wait. You're making the assumption that they didn't say that they weren't completely straight 6 or 7 years ago. Like this was a known fact. Like, oh yeah, no, this person literally talks about crazy shit and sucking penises or doing this and shit like that. But the fact that they decided to grow some tits, you have an issue. Like, come on now, we know what the fuck is wrong.
Like I'm just over here like, dang, that makes them happy. It's not hurting anybody else.
I just love their fucking commentary about how game development is bullshit because this oh god, this motherfucker literally had a meme where somebody said, "I'm Jim fucking Sterling's son," because he was criticizing their videos, and they took it at the time. Was like, yeah, I like that. I'm Jim fucking Sterling, son.
Bro,
And
it's actually kind of funny how people how people get kind of weird around just like any kind of LGBT people. Like, bro, even us, the P's, the polys, people fucking look at us cockeyed once they find out.
oh, what? You mean you don't get jealous about certain activities? Why?
It
Because
it's definitely a kind of it is kind of weird like for my brain to register that information that I'm the plus in LGBT plus. It's kind of weird, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I've accepted it.
I I just I don't look at it as part of my identity. No, seriously, it's just like something I believe, something that I hold. Because I did you know somebody told me that when I asked them, and this is serious, and this we were having a serious conversation. I was like, "Are you what you believe, or do you hold your belief?" There's like, "I am what I believe."
I think it depends on what it is. On it depends on how it affects on how the belief affects you. Like if you're like I believe like if you're like I believe video games are epic. It's like that's just something you believe, right? But if it's a belief that like affects how you behave towards the outside world, like your morality, things like that, I think so. That's something that's like that's what you are. If it actually affects your personality, how your morality works and things like that. 'Cause I feel like that works. But that, like if it's like I believe I don't know if I believe it's some stupid ass bullshit, and now this is my only personality. It's like it's not, but it's not though.
But see, that's the thing. I find that with a lot of religious people, they they are what they believe, and it's just like, why though? Why do you have to be that? I just don't fucking get that part. Like, why are you that belief? You know what I mean? But that's a story for a different day. But anyway, man, I'm about to beat this. I don't even want to fucking finish this.
See, when you said I'm about to beat this, and I thought you were gonna do I'm gonna beat this dick, and I was gonna laugh.
I think you need to pay a visit to OnlyFans. Hey, speaking of corporations reversing their whole idea about shit,
Oh yeah,
I know I
that
did
was
the
hilarious.
video,
You
huh?
know what was crazy about the OnlyFans situation was that I like my mom is a fucking like mega Christian like fucking mega fucking Christian, right? And she brings up OnlyFans, and what was crazy to me is she was like, I just don't understand what made them think that they could just take people like make money off these people selling their pictures and then tell them to fuck off. And I looked at her like, oh, that's your take. That's surprising.
Now everybody who like internets like knows like this shit didn't like that'd be like Tumblr
Yeah.
actually like Tumblr actually getting rid of the porn on their website and oh shit.
Yeah, I was very surprised because she said she said that her perspective when she described her perspective on OnlyFans, she said that what she liked about it was that basically when it comes to that shit, everybody's got something that somebody wants, so it gives everybody an opportunity to make money, especially in the hard times that have been coming for the past 2 years. Again, I was like, wow, that's not exactly the fucking take I was expecting from you.
I mean like I guess my thing about it is like when they did the Kappa and the other shit that like fucked up Craigslist, it was like okay,
Wait, I thought maybe I'm thinking of something else, but wasn't I thought Kappa was wasn't that something with where you can't like collect information from children or something?
it was Kappa and there was another law that they passed at the same time that literally fucked up Craigslist. That's why they got rid of their personal section. but it was like a two-prong attack. And effectively, what happened was, I mean, like you can used to be able to go on Craigslist, and even when you weren't looking for those situations, you can still meet up with people, and it was a
I did
personal site.
I did find it funny to I never like sought it out myself, like to see the like the funny fucking pages that like the really cringy kind of pages people would write when they're searching for someone. But when I used to watch the Drunken Peasants back when Paul Zigo and the Amazing Atheists were on there, I remember they would have a segment where they would read through really cringy fucking Craigslist fucking meetup things, and they made me laugh because
Yeah,
it was always just someone very awkward who was just saying real shit that was like if said like shit it was like what they were talking about in and of itself wasn't weird. It's like, sex shit. But it was like the way they're asking for it is so weird and cringy.
of course, of course, because basically these are fucking introverts, and I don't know, maybe because I was working in a job that told me I get told no as a principles of like how to like basically do my job right. I still just like I don't know. I Getting told no is not a thing for me anymore.
Yeah. It yeah, that I mean, I can't say I've been told no that too many times. I feel like I learn quickly. But I'm just like, when someone's like, "Nah, I'm good." I'm just like, "All right, cool." Hmm.
But anyway, shit. Like I it is late for me. I need to go fucking fix me some fucking food. Um but anything you want to say before we call it a day, motherfucker?
I'm hungry. I'm tired. Capitalism is fucking trash, and yeah, that's about it.
I swear to God, I have to find new friends because they don't do shit but encourage me to be nihilistic.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have to encourage you to be just as bad as I am.
Bro. I feel like these past 2 years haven't been good for anybody who's trying to be a fucking optimistic. Cause I watched my father fucking crumble because he was trying so hard to be optimistic and just in the past few months he's been like, man, fucking humanity is fucking garbage. And the funny part for me is I'm just like, yep, I agree. Wait, how did he just overpower Spider-Man? He's Spider-Man. Wait a minute. Can't he carry like 1,000 times his own body weight? Can't. What do you mean he just fucking yeeted him like that? But I guess that plays into like a hypothetical that I thought about, where it's like, what if you take two people, one person who weighs like 200 pounds and one who weighs 100 pounds. The person who's at 200 pounds can pull 100 pounds easily, but the person who weighs 100 pounds can pull 300 pounds. If they both pull, which one moves? Because because the lighter one is stronger and is pulling with more weight, but the heavier one has less to pull. Which one moves?
I mean, like, dude, like, I understand the fascination with like motherfucking thought questions,
Thought
but
exercises.
why go down this hole?
I don't know. Makes my brain fucking fire up and wonder things.
I, I
It's instead of just hate humanity.
I get it. Like, no, don't get me wrong. I get it. Like, fuck, like,
Damn, we about to get choke slammed.
yeah, like I still had that one in my reserves.
So you ever gonna end this stream, or are you just gonna beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
this caller?
let me whoop his ass right quick. I know. Like it's one of those things where it's just like, really, motherfucker. I didn't grab him.
You know
Fuck
what,
this.
I personally would do writing and programming a situation like this in a video game. If I were behind this, is I would put it in a situation where like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in the fucking Empire Strikes Back. Because if you which I didn't notice until I watched a video breaking down the fight. But if you pay attention, despite the fact that fucking Luke's getting fucking dominated the whole fight, you can just tell that Darth Vader is not trying to kill him in the slightest.
No, he's not.
And
Even
I
to
would,
the
yep, go ahead.
even to the point where he just puts away the lightsaber and just starts styling on his ass, throwing shit around on him.
Yep. And I would like in a situation like this, just thematically, I would program it to be such that they're gonna beat the fuck out of you, but they're not gonna kill you like other enemies.
Well, I think that's the reason behind the choke slam. I'm
Yeah,
done. Fuck it. I'm done. Industry.
bro. I see because what I find funny about